All right. In comprehensible input, there's this idea around this concept called distance of language. And what we see here, and I'm sorry for the blurriness of it, it's hard to track down some of these maps, but this is a world map of languages, and it shows how closely languages are related to each other. So here we have the world map, but I'm going to narrow this down just a little bit, and we're going to look at just the European languages. So here is English, French. Of course, you have Greek out here in the middle, all by itself, not really connected to anything, which might be how we got the phrase, it's all Greek to me, because they're so unique. But what this concept of distance of language says is that the closer that the target language is to the new language, the more information we can glean from each other. The further the target language is from our home language, the less information we can gain from listening or reading text in that language. So, for example, here's English. And if we come all the way over here, here's Russian or some of the Slavic languages. It is far away from English on the European map. So if I'm speaking in English to a friend who only understands Russian, he may only get 5%, maybe nothing, from what I am saying, no matter how slowly and how much I enunciate the words. Now, if I change that and I'm speaking to a friend who speaks French, which is much closer on this European language map to English. So when I'm speaking to my friend in English who only understands French, they will probably get about 40 to 60% of the information because their language is more closely related to English than my friend from Russia. So let's experience what that feels like and why that's important to know. So here I have a series of sentences. All the sentences say the same thing. The only thing that has been changed is the language in which it's conveyed in. So here we have the first sentence, and that is in Arabic. So as you can see, because we pulled out just the European languages, our Arabic languages are not even on this map. So it's even further away than our Russian speaker. So we are probably getting about 0% of the information unless we're an Arabic speaker. Okay, let's add another language. Still says the same thing as the previous sentence, but now this is in Burmese. So if you don't know, Burmese is a different language than our Chin dialects. Our Chin dialects follow the alphabetic principle, where Burmese is more of a script and it looks like a series of loops and circles. Okay, so Burmese again is an Eastern language, not included in the European languages. So we're getting 0% information from this. All right, next we've added Serbian. It is one of our Slavic languages. So now we're on the European map, but still getting 0% information from that. Okay, same sentence. This is now in Chen. Again, we're back to the Eastern languages, not included on the European languages, so we're getting 0%. Okay, this is Swahili. That's an African language, not included with the European languages, so it's far off the map. Okay, now we have German. And if we look at English, it is a Germanic language. German is right here, so it's closely related to English. So we might begin to pick up some words in the sentence now. So take a look at this sentence. Are there any words that you can recognize? Okay, hopefully this word with model stuck out for you. That's the one that stuck out for me. Okay, let's take a look at our next sentence. This one is in French, so that was from my example, closely related to English. And maybe you're getting a few more words. Okay, I see model again, maybe visuals. may be important. Okay, let's take another look at another sentence. This one is in Spanish. Spanish is down here in our Romance languages with French. So we may get a few more words because it's closely related. I see maybe images, maybe examples, and there's important again. All right, so here is our sentence. This is why visuals and modeling are important for comprehensible input. Here's the definition of comprehensible input. It's the language input that can be understood by listeners or readers despite them not understanding all the words and structures in it. So it's important for us to understand the student's target language so that we can capitalize on that as an asset as they're learning English as a new language.